Hi and welcome to the video where I'm going to demonstrate my 2020 car set for the game Microprose Formula 1 Grand Prix on the Amiga. This is running on a genuine Amiga 1200 with the Blizzard 1230 Mark IV accelerator, and it's not running under emulation. So some of the features that you can get in the car set are that the 2020 drivers and teams are available. So here are 10 teams from this year's championship, and if you go into one of the teams you'll see that each driver is available and the name is prefixed with their elected race number. I'm going to leave all the drivers deselected so that I can do view only mode whilst I'm talking. Let's do a non-championship race, and of course go for Great Britain, the home of Formula 1, Silverstone. To go straight into the race, and just to look down you can see each of the drivers from 2020 is available, and after each race, or as near as I can afterwards, I use the calculator feature of F1 GP Ed to input the driver's fastest lap and their qualifying time to give as realistic reflection of the current season as possible using the calculations within the editor. Going into the cockpit now. As you can see, some of the colours have changed, so there's pink in there and there's also orange, and that's to allow me to have the Racing Point and the McLaren livery colours as accurate as possible. You'll also notice that I'm running in NTSC mode, and that's because that actually makes the game faster, and I really recommend that you look at running in NTSC because you get more frame rates, and you also use F1 GP Ed to up the frame rate if you have got a faster Amiga. Really recommend that you read the guide and the documentation on that to make sure that you do get representative lap times, because the way that the lap times are calculated means that if you up the frame rate, the lap times might be faster or slower than the real world equivalent. We'll go off board. You can see there's the papaya orange and light blue of the McLaren, and there's the pink of the Racing Point, so I've had to factor those by replacing some of the original colours in the game. But you can see it's actually running quite smoothly. This version I've got running at 15 frames a second. The default car set that I upload to Amiga is set at the standard 8 frames per second for PAL and 10 frames per second for NTSC to allow you to edit those and mess around with them yourselves if you want to. Just flicking through some of the cars to see the different liveries that I've got in the game. And I have updated this after the first Austrian Grand Prix. So if we flick back around to the Mercedes, that's as close a representation as I can really get for Black Lives Matters without making the car completely black, just to give it some of the features of the real Mercedes. So have a look on Aminet, download the patch, download F1 GP Ed and enjoy it with your original game. And thanks very much for watching.